All right, testing to see if this works. I have no idea if it will. Restreaming through, trying to get to YouTube via Restream. Yeah, I figured it might work. Okay, I guess we're live. This is incredibly stupid. I was all ready to go about 10 minutes early. I figured it might work. Okay, I guess we're live. We're live. This is incredibly stupid. I was all ready to go about 10 minutes. All right, here I'm getting sorry, echo. Yeah, just basically YouTube wouldn't allow me to stream, so I'm restreaming. I'm basically streaming through Restream alternatively, so apparently it's working. I guess you can also watch me on Twitch if YouTube decides to die. Okay, this wasn't ideal. Sorry for the wait. It wasn't my fault. YouTube just was giving a false positive. So here we go, I guess. Exciting. Yay. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone sees me. Thanks. Yeah, I just made this new layout. I spent the last 2 hours getting this all ready to go. So I was really, really disappointed when YouTube was not letting me stream. So where's the sound? Now I can't hear sound. Oy. Oh, I think I might have. Okay, hang on. I think I might have bugged the sound here. There's nothing coming here. All right, I have to probably restart here. All sorts of fun stuff today. All right, we got sound back. I must have gotten tripped when I loaded, when Twitch started coming through. Here we go. Cool. Yeah. So I went a little bit further past my last stream. I did my last stream on my second channel, and basically, I got right up to the point where you go to the end of time and talk with the guy there and talk to Specchio and get magic and stuff like that. I've not really done much. I've gone to this village, the Medina Square and stuff like that. I've not really done any. There's no real quests here for me yet. And basically, next area is the cave, I believe. So I'm just like probably a good 20-30 minutes after my last stream. I was just recording some extra footage for my videos. So in the end, I wanted to stream the whole thing live, but I was just running out of time for my Chrono Trigger video, so I didn't have the opportunity to, sadly. Yeah, I appreciate everybody's patience. It's just really frustrating. I was actually 10 minutes early this time, and if you've watched my stream before, you know that I'm never 10 minutes early. So it was very disappointing to actually be ahead of my game with new camera, new layout, and everything like that, and just have some issues with YouTube, so... Anyway, let's get to it, I guess. Now, I apologize. This area, for some reason, I don't know if it's the emulator, but it has this really, really bad sound effect in most of this area. It goes away during the battles, but yeah, I apologize for that. I think it's supposed to be like running water or something like that, but it's just very, very loud and obnoxious in this emulator, I think. Temper, right, huh? She doesn't have the ability, does she? Oh, laser spin. There we go. Oh, they're not taking much damage from physical attacks. Let's see if this tech attack does anything. A little bit. Not a whole lot. I don't think I can actually get any in a cyclone here. A slash, not really. Let's do some rocket roll. I've not really had any problem with the SNES, but I might have to switch to the other one. Unfortunately, my save games and stuff are in this one, so I don't know how to transfer between emulators. I don't know if that's just embedded in this or not, but... Yeah, the combat, the field and combat is so smooth in this game. That's probably one of my favorite things about it, is it's just seamless. There's no stopping. It just goes right into it. Feels just right. Oh. Get that. All those guys in a nice slash there. Oh, let's see here. Something that doesn't have a laser spin. Yeah, I got them all. All right. Even the creatures you fight are kind of charming. The bats look like ridiculous Pokemon or something. I've got a really nice item on Crono right now, which gives him a automatic counterattack whenever he gets hit. Reminds me of some of the stuff you could do in Final Fantasy Tactics, actually, where you could just load up your characters with a bunch of different attacks like that. I hate just spamming that ability because it probably uses a lot of mana, but... Yeah, I've only had a couple minor issues with the SNES, but they just happen to be annoying. In this case, it was a sound issue. Before it was in the future where there was that one sequence where you had to hold down multiple buttons, and that didn't register multiple buttons, so I had to use keyboard commands instead. This bat is not going to die, right? He has like so much defense against any physical attack. Oh, finally. Last 2 damage. Wow. Alrighty. I'm glad this this workaround worked. I was about to throw in the towel, either switch stream just on Twitch or something else, but yeah, at least it did work. Have a 3-way yet, no doubt. Rocket roll! How about creative the different abilities are too? Hey, thanks a lot for the chat, man. For the super chat. There you go. Thanks to Romelino for the donation. I really appreciate that. Can't open these yet, right? Is there a secret? Yeah, there's a secret passage this way. Save. In the middle of two classic RPGs, so I don't remember what I have and which one. I'm playing Final Fantasy VI with my fiance right now as well. Could use a shelter. I do have 4 of them. We are a little bit low on MP, aren't we? Just a little. Whatever. Guess we'll live. Again, sorry for that horrible noise. Yeah, thanks very much for the donation, Romulito. Have a good night. I'll post this on my second channel, so you'll be able to watch the stream if you'd like. Hey, Coriolanus. Not too bad. Had some issues with YouTube's API. Wasn't registering, but I used my Noodle and just figured that maybe the API was still registered for some reason on through Restream, even though I have not used Restream for months, and it was. So this really shouldn't have worked, but it did. Go, boss. Good thing I saved and did all that stuff. Let's see. Does it dislike lightning? Does it dislike ice? Guess we'll find out. Okay, lightning did 125. The sound effects are so good. 139, about the same. Okay, does not particularly mind Robo's attacks. Golden Sun? I don't remember. That was for like the Game Boy Advance or something, right? Oh, that hurt. I should give some of that healing to Crono here. See if Slash does much. So you didn't really care about Rocket Punch. Thermal attacks work on him? No, doesn't really care about physical, it seems. Ow. Heal Crono, he's down to 1 health. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we're all dead. Yep, all dead. I think he's in that one mode where he just retaliates to everybody if you hit him. Yeah, what... Golden Sun... I might be thinking of a different game. What was that one Game Boy Advance game that actually had a solar energy thing on the... I don't know if Robo's particularly good for this guy, so maybe I'll do Lucca. There was a little solar battery on it, so where you had to charge your energy with sunlight. Was that game? Definitely looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. Just, you know, another, what, 49 years left? 59 years left before it releases. No, I'm really looking forward to it. It's just, I've been waiting for it since, like, 2013, so it's been quite a wait. Hope they release it soon. Okay, so... Oh, she already needs health. So I should put Marle on heals, probably. Yeah. Alright, let me do some heals. The sun is in your hands. Yeah, that was the game I was thinking of. Because firewall is really gonna matter, but. See if he doesn't like fire. Yeah, he doesn't really care about fire. But so far, magic seems to be pretty good with him. Playing the SNES version. PlayStation version's fine. I actually like the pixel art cutscenes better, and there's load screens in the PSX version, if you can believe it. arms actually hurt. I guess I could probably wait a bit. The other eyes. Oh shit! No! Didn't mean to do that. I didn't see that he was in defensive mode again. We're all screwed. I'm gonna wait for her to charge up so I can do another heal thing. So I just don't really care about physical. Maybe I'll put him to sleep. Not likely. So it seems like just Crono and Marle's magic seems to do the most direct damage to this guy. Marle, however you say your name. MMOs, they wish came out as single-player games. Ooh. Alright, let's do some Marle World. Sorry, the comments are going by so fast, I'll have to move them over so I can actually see them. That's a good question. I almost just overlook MMOs. Oops. Oh, that was close. I overlook a lot of MMOs now. I would have probably been interested in the Old Republic if it was not an MMO. But knowing the kind of tropes that are in MMOs, in most MMOs nowadays, I probably wouldn't be very interested in it. This guy's got a lot of health. Nope, didn't really care about the sleep. Yeah, I've been interested in E, but it's such a hardcore game, I don't know if I'd be any good at it. Most games you have to invest a lot of hours into. Alright, Crono needs to charge up and do that, uh-oh. It's just pretty low. Guess you can do a flame toss. Not gonna hurt him. Well, it'll hurt him a little bit, not too much. Oh, was he? Oh, he was in a guard mode. I didn't see that. Oopsie. Hey Rex, thanks a lot for that. Thanks for the donation. Here, you get a little. You win. Uh-oh. Alright, let's do a heal, maybe a flame toss. Thanks a lot for your donation, Coriolanus Rex. Really appreciate that. It's not doing a ton of damage to him. Maybe we can do a couple spells here. Just, neither Lucca or Robo is particularly good for this guy, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Crono dead. Probably didn't need to do that, but just in case. Oh, nope. Let's see us in defensive mode. No, she's getting hit. No, she's low now. Healing items. Health's not going to do a whole lot, but oh well. Another group heal here. Okay, he's in defense anyway. That's all good, Rex. I really appreciate it. Anything you can spare, I totally appreciate it. Thanks for donating, man. Alright, let's just do some... Oh, no. Oh, I keep on not looking at his pose. I thought he was out of it again. Wah wah. Oh, he didn't do his normal thing. Interesting. Just gotta hit him with a couple, Uh-oh. Just take a tonic or something. Come on, this has got to take him out. Come on. Finally. Ah. Wasn't particularly hard, he was just... You have to be kind of careful. You can't get zealous with your attacks, that's for sure. I'm not sure if he has an elemental weakness or not, but the two spells I do have are the only ones that were particularly effective with him, so... Grrr. This is when the Magus plotline starts to come in place. Cool. Jump in? Heck yes. Oh, I should have probably saved that one. Yeah, he did. Physical did like no damage to him, so I didn't even bother attacking with my actual weapons. 10 gold for lodging? Heck yes. Pikachu, use Thunder Smash. Let's see, I'm just relearning all the controls in this game here. Thanks, Moogle Meg, for the donation. Really appreciate it. Here you go. Made that little animation there for people who donate in Super Chat. Thank you so much. Oh right, I forgot we could go home. Oh right, I also forgot about the trick. Let's see if anybody's selling cat food. Apparently there's a trick. I don't know where you get it, but oh, right, I saved Fritz at some point. Oh nice. He was the guy I saved in the prison earlier in the game. Next question, Canoes. I do want to do a video on Deus Ex. I just haven't yet. I want to do it right. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it just yet. It may be part of a retrospective on Ironstorm. It may be its own thing. I'm not quite sure yet, so it will happen. I'm just not quite sure what format it will be. It is my favorite game, so... So it made everybody's day. Hey, welcome to the stream. Let's see, what do I need? I've got a lot of tonics, mid-tonics, heals. Shelter was actually pretty useful. I'll buy a few more of those. Okay, that would be better for her. Plasma would be good for her as well. I already have 2 of them? Might as well get that for her, I guess. Awkward. Cool. Alright, let me, It's super handy that you can actually, equip all your guys, whether or not they're in your party. That's actually a really nice quality of life feature that I forgot this game had. Something small, but, like, obviously they'd really thought things through, you know? Power Cloud, that's so bad. Yeah, I have a really good idea for one video in the future. I've been wanting to do it for like over a year. I just have not focused on it because the last couple videos I've done in that style just take forever to make, but I think it'll be good, and it'll put a lot of context around Deus Ex, which I think is important. My videos usually, I think probably the best thing about my videos is they not only explain what the game is, but why it is. So. Lucca's house. There's just so much art put into this game. Just everything has its own little place. You know, you've got books stacked anywhere because she's just she's a bookworm nerd. It's really cool. Just like little areas like this, you don't need it in the game. Serves no purpose, but it just adds a little bit of flavor. Oh, there's Taban. Speak of the devil. Oh, I don't remember this part. Yeah, I know there's sequences used later, but yeah, I mean, they didn't have to go through that much trouble. I want cat food. I'm not going to look it up, but apparently you can get more cats if you get a lot of cat food. It sounds awesome. More cats are better cats. I always like this interesting piano tune as you went through the overworld. It was just kind of a interesting, kind of eerie tone when you. It adds a lot of flavor to it because you're kind of like going far from home, so it has a different feel to it, you know. Oh, maybe Snail Stop has something. Oh, that's totally Specchio. Play a sad one or something upbeat? Do a sad one. Wow. Thank you, Jason, the unpopular. Thank you very much for the donation. In answer to your question, Cyberpunk curated. There are a couple games on the horizon I would like to cover. I have a ton planned. It's just they weren't a particularly hugely popular series, so I've kind of put them on the back burner. I did do a couple back to back. Back in October, I think it was. September, October. But I will do more for sure. I've got a lot of them planned for sure. And as new games come out, you know, like Ruiner, I got out really soon after release because I had my eye on that one. But I do intend to do more. Probably the next one I'm thinking would probably be the Shadowrun series. That would be a really good fit for that series, and I never got around to reviewing it. Thanks again for the super chat donation. Alright, where am I supposed to go? I guess I'm supposed to go to the fair, right? Alright, did I actually equip her stuff? I didn't actually equip her gun. Oops. Would be nice to have her a bit more mana for her, wouldn't it? Magic. Alright, I guess I'm off back to Middle Ages. That's where I'm at now. Oh, I keep on hitting that button, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'd probably do one episode for the whole Shadowrun trilogy. Because they're all very similar, mechanically. So I think they'd be good to review them all together. But, you know, go over the good and bad about them. Things like that. Yeah, the Shadowrun games are really good. Harebrained Studios, or Harebrained Schemes, have been really, really great. They're probably one of the most reliable, probably the most reliable video game Kickstarters yet. Deliver quality projects on time and everything. Let me talk to Specchio to see if he can give Lucca magic. I don't think I've gotten magic for her yet. Yeah, okay, she's fire. Nice. Nice. Harebrained Schemes, their next game, aren't they working on Battletech? Isn't that what they're doing? This place is so cool. Really interesting sets in this game. Does it? Alright, I have to press the button to say Mystic Mountain. I think that's where we need to go, yeah. Yeah, it looks interesting. I didn't play Battletech proper, but I did play MechWarrior 2 back in the day quite a bit. I didn't really follow through with the sequels. I think there were some weird AI things in MechWarrior 3, I don't know. But MechWarrior 2, I love that game back in the day. A little dated now, but... Oh, wait. No, 1000 AD is where I came from. I was thinking Middle Ages, which is 1000 AD, but it's actually 600 AD is the Middle Ages in this game. Yeah, that would be great, a full open world Shadowrun game. I mean, that's kind of what I hope that... It won't be exactly like that, but I'm hoping that the Cyberpunk 2077 will be an open world Cyberpunk game, and we haven't really had that really much. So if we can get that sort of thing going on, that'd be amazing. Like a really open world, a lot of choices, a lot of decisions, a lot of character customization, things like that. The Shadowrun Returns series did a great job of what they set out to do, but they aren't quite the huge open scale, you know, games we probably want to play, so... let's attack these guys. Love the critical sound. Oh cool, her little gun shoots like... has little sparks and stuff when she hits now. Oh, dual tech antipode. I don't know what that does, but my guess is probably attack enemies with antipode? Huh. I don't know. Heck, I can avoid these guys. Just hit your roly-poly back. I'm not sure if people are talking to me on Twitch, so let me just pull that open just in case they are. Not really, but... It's all good. Just want to make sure I wasn't ignoring people on Twitch. Alrighty, so we need to... Magus, right. Magus. Alright, I think we have to cross the bridge. I might want to see right before this. There's a battle or two. I'm sure what these shops are selling, actually. If they have something unique. Nope. It's all stuff I already have better stuff than that. Oh well. Just move this up here. This is just the SNES ROM right now. It's just vanilla as it was back in 94 or whatever it was. 95? I don't remember now. Alright, let's do this. Knight Captain. Talk to here. I'm assuming you have to talk to the king. Supplies. Assuming. Oh wait, they don't. Didn't they chase us out? No, they were happy with us. It was the modern day king and Chancellor that hated us. Yeah, the load times are kind of silly considering how little you have to load, but that's why I don't really play the PS1 version. No, the DS1 version is supposed to be the de facto version, but I like the translation of the SNES version better. If I could have all the extra features of the DS version with the translations of the SNES version without having to do 2 screens with all the other mumbo jumbo, I'd like to have that. That'd be like the perfect one. What? Wait, what? Sir Crono, the legendary hero has finally appeared. Just arrived a moment ago to meet the king. Are they talking about, Froggy? Is Lucca the root cause of all the treasure in the game? I mean, it's hard to say. This game it plays it kind of fast and loose with time travel rules. Technically, everything has already happened. So regardless, it would have happened already. So her building it just kind of fulfilled what was already going to happen. But it's weird. I don't subscribe to everything that Chrono Cross did. So within Chrono Trigger, I'd say that no. I think that as much bad as it causes, it also causes good. But Chrono Cross is gets so crazy and convoluted that maybe Lucca is Lavos, maybe Crono is Balthazar, maybe Marle is, Melchior, who knows? It's so all over the place, so... Oh. Before I talk to the king, I'm gonna grab his stuff. Oh, bronze mail. I think I already have that. Sorry, Dying King. I have to loot your chests. It's probably only for Frog, actually, yeah. Oh, Crono, I let down my kingdom. Our sole hope rests in the boy who has the hero medal. He searches the southern continent for the sword that can defeat Magus. What's... Gotta find Cyrus, I guess. Yeah, I love StarCraft and Warcraft. I played them all since the beginning, but it might not hold up as well now. I haven't played them in a bit, the originals. Warcraft was missing some... The original was missing some really big quality of life features, like the ability to right-click. You had to manually... I mean, you had to manually press, like, move, you know, the M button to move, A button to attack, and whatnot. Which, honestly, for, like, pro StarCraft players, it probably isn't that big of a deal, because since they're basically typing their gameplay anyway, but... Yeah, quality of life features, particularly on the first Warcraft. StarCraft's not too bad. The original Warcraft's a bit rough. Warcraft 2 is much more polished. And easier to get into. Oh. Why is everybody lying on the ground? I guess they don't have enough beds for them, so they're just lying on the ground. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I'll probably go play some more New Vegas at some point. I did a set of streams where I modded the heck out of it and streamed at New Vegas, which was pretty good. Oh, the story behind the Christian Warcraft, where they approached Games Workshop, Blizzard approached Games Workshop and wanted to make a Warhammer game, and things fell through, so they decided to make a Warhammer game anyway. That story. And then they decided to do it again and basically make a Warhammer 40k game in the form of StarCraft. Yeah, I've heard about that. Games Workshop should be the biggest games publisher in the world, because they have such like a really, really quality setting on their hand. They have like one of the most fleshed out settings ever made, really. The Warhammer setting between, you know, the fantasy, the end times, the 40k and all that kind of stuff. This amazing lore. They're terrible at making decisions, though. There's so many times where they've made the wrong decision and just have like really not capitalized on how good their setting is and how much their franchise could be. Right now, they're just living off of a niche audience who's willing to pay how much they're charging for their figurines, which, I mean, it'll get them so far, but it won't really get them beyond sort of what they are, which is a, you know, tabletop, you know, war game publisher, occasional video game publisher. More like a video game licensor at this point. They don't even publish stuff as much anymore. Alright, I missed something, and I'm not sure where to go. Let's go south. To find the hero Cyrus. I'm assuming the church is as I left it. That's just going to bring me back to that dungeon. I don't need to be back to the dungeon. Yeah. If that's true, if they pulled the plug on the Warhammer strategy game at the last minute, and then Blizzard just basically slightly rebranded it and released as Warcraft, then honestly, Games Workshop kind of brought it on themselves. I mean, they should have seen they had a quality game there. And that's not cool, because quite often developers have to work out of pocket, partially, during development, with the idea that once they release the game and get, you know, their cut of the game, it'll make it worth it. But if you pull out, you know, your game is immediately a loss. So, yeah. I don't know the whole story. There's probably, you know, there's two sides to every story, but yeah, it'd be interesting to look into at some point. Alright. I don't want to have to look this up. I'm trying to figure out what sequence of things I need to do right now. They're not letting me in to get the supplies. Maybe the guys downstairs will get the supplies. Yeah, I did not like what Fallout did to the setting. It seemed really trying to appeal to a wider market, making things less grim, making things less unpleasant. And it's like, you know, post-apocalypse is grim and unpleasant. You know, what are you going to do with that? Anybody here I can talk to? Okay, maybe I can talk to him. Does he get the... Hey. What, my brother? He's... we need the supplies. I just need the supplies for the bridge. Come on, guys. Oh, the chest in the kitchen? I didn't... Oh, there it is. Blend in with everything. I'm trying to remember. Some of these areas of these JRPGs, you just have to remember specific... Oh, okay, good. I did trigger it. All right. I got one jerky. That'll feed an army. Oh, nice power tab. Nice, got the supplies. Yeah, I don't like that direction. I think that I always like, you know, building up a fort or whatever, but I think that playing Mad Max Nanny Edition isn't really the right direction for that series, honestly. Even though, ironically, that's quite often what Mad Max had to do, actually, but I don't think we think of, like, you know, having to go to different settlements and take care of people and do all... Oh, poor guy. I might imagine that it's like one piece of jerky, just like one stick. They're all like running around excited that they got some Slim Jims, you know. Why didn't Father Sean create a synth of his mother for his dad as well as a child synth of himself? I don't really know or care. I'm sure there's probably a reason. Whoever wrote it, I doubt it was Todd Howard. I'm sure they had SEMA writers. Honestly, the whole synth storyline is just the wrong direction to go for that series. It's more Terminator than Fallout, you know? Fallout 4 was a perfect example of why you shouldn't go kitchen sink with a setting. You should focus on one particular aspect of the setting and kind of emulate that. Oh god. These poor guys. Oh, this guy. I remember this guy. Ozzy. Take that, Scully. Well, these guys look like they're pretty resistant to physical. Yeah. them both in here, can I? No, they're not lined up for that. Oh, now they are. Okay, so he doesn't care about anything. Oh, that's just the battle. You're not supposed to hurt Ozzy. Okay. I'm drinking soy? No, I'm drinking, let's see if I can get it. It's probably out of focus here, but LaCroix. This is Pomabaya. It's apple cranberry. I'm not drinking soy. Not a soy boy. Oh, these poor guys. Oh, he's reviving the dead. Can't really hit more than one guy here. I could do Cyclone, actually. Yeah, those two guys with Cyclone. Although they don't really seem to be responding to physical very much. No, they aren't. Okay, that was a waste. If I can actually hurt him this time. It doesn't take any damage. You only got damage from that one attack. That's weird. Yeah, the Prey 2 prototype seemed interesting. I don't know if it would be a good game, but I watched the Eurogamer behind the scenes thing on that. That was actually pretty interesting. It could have actually been pretty cool had they actually gotten it to a workable state. Can't get anybody lined up here. It's so annoying. I just want to hit two guys at the same time, but I'm just wasting time now. Oh, that's not why it's not doing any damage here. Okay, so no physical attacks. Okay. Get a heal here. Guys, move a little bit. No? Yeah, I've been wanting to play through that point-and-click adventure game by Westwood. That game is really cool. I remember, like, really being interested in it when I saw it in, like, I think it was not CompUSA, Computer City, I think it was. Never actually got to play it, and now it's a pain to get working on modern computers, but one day. Let's see if a slash will hurt him. Supposed to hurt Ozzy here. I don't know, romances in games can be kind of cool. I kind of liked how Mass Effect did it. It was alright. Obviously some sort of bonus would be nice, but then when you start to gamify things like that, then people just, like, will then start to optimize their decisions. So, like, even if they like choice C the most, they'll pick choice A because it has the best stats or whatever, or the best bonus. So it gets kind of tricky that way. You have to think of that. People start to metagame. Uh-oh, big guy. Oh, this is that big bone guy, whatever his name is. Yeah, you see in the intro. Skeletor, whatever it is. Zombor. There you go. Should be Skeletor. Alright, lightning. Ice or fire. I'm just gonna test them out here. Oh, okay, so ice heals him. Into ice. Doesn't particularly love fire. Got flame toss. Let's see how that goes. Okay, fire is much better than flame toss. Alright, oh, Antipode, what about that? Yeah, let's try that. Oh crap, no, it's fire and ice. Hurt and healed him. That wasn't bad. Uh-oh. Not particularly great. Heal everybody. Oh, now he's healing with fire? That's weird. So I don't even know which elemental is going to do what to him now. I've been paying attention. I have to see which one does what. Is the top one likes fire right now? Seems to be angry now. Spamming Cyclone at this point. We'll probably won't be able to confuse him. He doesn't seem to like lightning. Let's try lightning. I don't know if he switches around his elemental stuff or not. Nope, now he likes lightning. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Oh, she's gonna die. Yep, she did. Get a good group heal on there. It's doing better when I hit his legs. Try his legs again. Okay, fire to legs seems okay. Now he's doing doom at me though. I love that. It's like, how dare you hit me? Okay, so now this guy just doesn't like... Oh, that's bad. Just keep on hitting Crono, he'll eventually kill you. Alright, he definitely needs some healing. Oh. I think I killed that guy with counterattacks. Interesting. I almost think that's like a typo, actually. When you level up, it says Blah's level up. It seems like it's actually, should be Blah has leveled up, or something like that. I crossed the bridge now, or do I have to walk across it? Oh, nice, I can walk across it. I was about to go home and sleep, but then I realized I don't have a home, because I was born 400 years later, so... Let's go to the inn. So let's go to Pori. 50G? What kind of economy is that? In 400 years, it'll be a fifth of your price. All right. So I have to go to Pori. Elder's house, market. Let's see what they have here. They'll probably have some better stuff since it's later. Nope. Should definitely get some metonics though. I have 15. I just don't. They don't show up on my list. That's weird. Fiona's villa. I remember this quest. That's a pretty cool quest. Oh, she had like 2 chests over there. Empty? Oh. Nice. This is the SNES version. So... in market. I get some cat food, damn it. Oh. Another power tab. I like how they hide them around other places. Oh, they're just taunting you with that chest, aren't they? Oh, I have a... Yeah, Rex, actually have binary domain. Played it a bit. It's pretty cool. It runs a little weird, but I like some of the ideas in it. It's pretty cool. Like Terminator Gears of War, basically. Gold suit. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy 4 of those. Ooh. Power meal. I don't need that anymore. So I have to sell all my old stuff here. Well, I can sell my extra one, I think, yeah? I didn't just sell his arm, did I? He still has his, Oh, no! I pressed the wrong button. I don't know what I sold. I think I sold some of my shelters. Is he still... Yeah, okay, I still do. Yeah, it's just a little... It's a little weird because they say owned... They count owned and, Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, they only sold 2 things. I haven't watched Akira for a while. I really I like the setting of Akira and the idea of Akira better than the actual anime. I know that doesn't make sense, but I think the story has some problems, but I love the idea. Alright, let's get everybody their shiny new gold suits. But he can probably use a gold suit too. I shouldn't leave him out in the cold. I think he can't get any helmet. The females for some reason can use the berets, but the guys can't. It's against their fashion sense. Could probably use a gold suit, right? Oh yeah, I bought 4. Okay. Nice. Just in case I need those for backups. So I had 2 of those. Got so much money. Cool. Collect everybody up. Have more money now than I started. That's kind of cool. Cafe, huh? What is she selling here? Wow. So-and-so's missing. Good riddance. She's a brat. Yeah, the soundtrack is just stellar. It's really, truly amazing. One of the best ever made, in my opinion. Alright, Tata, huh? My son's a legendary hero. Must have been all that oatmeal. And to think that I'm his father. Where's this legendary hero you speak of? So where is this guy? The aesthetics are pretty cool. I personally believe that the game Ruiner does a pretty good job in some scenes to really capture that kind of gritty, kind of a clean, metallic, you know, splattered with blood sort of aesthetic that were in a couple of scenes in Akira, but some people disagreed with me. I don't know. I thought they looked pretty similar. Where is this kid? Here. Occasionally they'll hide something in some random object. Yeah, I mean, what is it? God, I'm still blanking on names today. Mitsuda? Yeah, Yasunori Mitsuda was the composer for both games, and he's just exceptional. He's one of fantastic composer. Oh, here we go. Probably in the Denadoro Mountains, I guess. Kind of like how you have to kind of organically find out what you have to do. It may be frustrating because we're all used to quest markers and hints, but actually having to research and talk to people to find out things. I can avoid these guys. Nope. Probably could if I was a bit sneakier. Counter crit for the win. Wow. Okay, maybe I went a little hard on him. Yeah, I did a review on Ruiner as part of my Cyberpunk series. I had to put it together pretty quickly, but considering how quickly I put it together, I thought I did an okay job at identifying what was good and bad about the game. Okay, what's the deal with this goblin? Why does he have Specchio's music? Yeah, I've heard some good things about Phantasy Star. I was always a Nintendo guy growing up, so I didn't end up playing Phantasy Star as much as many other people. Getting crits like for days. Nope. He has a lot of physical defense. Okay. Okay, lightning. That does nothing. I'm glad you think that the Ruiner review is good. It's so rare when I get review copies of games that I actually have the time and want to review that I actually tried to do it once, and I tell you, like, 2 evenings is not enough time to do a proper review. But I thought I did okay considering the... Whoa, this guy's like... doesn't want to be woken up. That's funny. That's funny. I mean, I have all the consoles, I just don't play them as much. Because PC just has everything, it seems. I actually meant to do fire, but well. Should probably heal everybody here. I don't know what's better for the mana. That's pretty good for the mana. Oh. Oh, you can't do Aura Whirl outside of battle. Oh well. Maybe I should do that inside of battle then. Probably be better spending it. Better use of mana, I'm guessing. No, this is the Super Nintendo port. I had a save game going from before the Steam port was even announced or released, so yeah. Apparently, there's this guy named Jed on Twitter. He's actually doing a lot of great work to fix up the Steam port to make it better, but it's still lacking in the graphics department. Like, the tiles are all wrong and stuff. Wow, 400 damage crit. Alright, I was gonna do a I saw this guy, if you hit him with fire, he like throws his burning hammer away. Look at this. Yeah, see that? He burns his hammer off. That's funny. I wonder if he's more, might be weaker to certain things or doesn't do as much damage or whatever. It's just 500G. It's probably a decent amount of money, but compared to the stuff I got just from selling, it's like nothing. Oh, nearly got away from him. Why doesn't he do... He doesn't take... Sometimes he takes a lot of damage from physical attacks. Sometimes he doesn't. You like weaken him up or something? So now that he doesn't have his thing, it's going to do a lot of damage. I guess, yeah, if you got rid of his hammer, he does takes a lot more damage from physical. Okay. Oh, I actually dodged that guy. It's nice when you actually manage to dodge a fight. Burn these guys. Birds shouldn't like fire, right? Nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing, at some point, I've been thinking about doing a Chrono Cross playthrough to see if I can force myself to like it. I did not like it as much as I like Trigger. It wasn't a bad game, it just felt like another Final Fantasy game. And there were just so many early 3D JRPGs at the time that it just didn't impress me as much as I should have, but... Alright, he's not taking any damage yet. But yeah, maybe sometime I can do a live stream of like a you know, feel my pain stream. It's not bad, it's not a bad game, it just didn't appeal to me as much. Yeah, Chrono Cross is just one of the best examples of a divisive game. Some people love it, some people hate it. I should feel bad that I don't like it as much as I did. I guess it's the way it was marketed. I don't know. It was marketed as a sequel, and it really wasn't. Nope, I guess Crono's finishing off. Yep. No, I'm like not gonna take that. I have an item on Crono right now, and it's the best thing since sliced bread. Check this out. The Rage Band. It supposedly only adds a slight advantage to, or bonus to dealing counterattacks, but he pretty much counterattacks every single time now, which is great. I get so many more hits in. It's crazy. The thing I really like about Chrono Trigger, and you take it for granted when you play the game, no random encounters. In some games, I love random encounters, but playing Final Fantasy VI again, I love that game to death, but the random encounters stop you from exploring. They just like make you have to kind of, you know, slowly dredge through the game and not really do anything. Explore or try anything new or whatever. You're just like trying to survive. Okay, there's... How do you get over there? There's a chest down there. So I'm going back and forth here, but I'm legitimately curious how I get that. Oh, there's a chest over here too. Missing all sorts of chests. Oh, up here. I get it. But yeah, like... The only monsters you're going to fight are the ones on the screen, and you can even you can usually avoid most of them, too. Okay, avoided that guy. We don't have to fight him. I don't know what the average completion time of Trigger. If you want to go, like, complete it or whatever, that's nice. Look, they even add a little rainbow there. That's pretty cool. Oh, this guy's throwing rocks at me. It's not nice at all. What a jerk. Is there anything over there that I can get to? If that actually counts if he actually hits me. I have to get to the other side of the cave. Burn that guy, but I can really attack this guy. Oh, Chrono Trigger. Oh no! Crono, no! Alright, it's better heal Crono. I should do the Flame Toss because it's less mana, but it still gets the fire effect on him. Yeah, sometimes the random encounters in the Final Fantasy games are a bit ridiculous. Just counterattack off there. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is shorter, but I think it has more of a concentrated experience. It's not quite as padded out as some of the other games came out around that time. Yeah, I upload all my streams to my secondary channel, so if you missed this, you can always go back like a day or two later and watch that. Not really any good. So let's attack him. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see more. Like, I think my biggest problem with Cross is that it's just so interpretive. Like, they clearly had their own idea for the story, but at some point they're like, "Oh, we got to tie this to Chrono Trigger." Either they realized they strayed too much from the source, or they were told by marketing or executives or whatever that they had to tie the sequel into the original game, and so they got so interpretive and started to get so abstract in their connections to the original. And I wanted to actually see like more lore about these characters, not just like weird interpretations of them, you know? And that was the thing I didn't really like. Chrono Cross is its own thing. If you never played the series, great, you know, good game. But if you're trying to get more out of the series, it's just like bits and pieces, just like more, really just basically huge Easter eggs. That's really what they are. It's not even real story connections, just basically really big Easter eggs. So that's not exactly what I wanted. Some people were fine with it, some people... Oh, no, I should have hit him with fire. I've actually seen all the Saw movies except for the last one, and I don't even remember the plot of Saw 2. But I remember there was a huge drop-off of quality at Saw 2. Oh, right, Saw 2 is the girl in the house. Yeah, I think I remember now. Calm down, guy. I actually really liked Mankind Divided. Thought it was really good. It actually had, I'd say it had better level design and hub world design than Human Revolution. It was obviously cut short, which is unfortunate, but I did like the hub design. It was very, very interconnected. A lot of different avenues you could do. Like that was probably the best aspect of the game. It was a lot closer to the original vision of a one city block world, like Warren Spector imagined. And he talks about that sometimes in his different talks, where like his ideal game would be like one city block that's completely built out and fleshed out with unique stories and characters and interaction stuff and everything's interactive, like that'd be a really interesting game. Human Revolution or Mankind Divided. Hey, Death, how's it going? Everyone, this is Death on Wings. He's a friend of mine. He's got a Twitch channel. Director's Cut is kind of a marketing gimmick. It wasn't considerably different. I think that's like the only version you can get on Steam now, which is the Director's Cut. But I'd say if you want to experience a story from start to finish, I'd say Human Revolution, but Mankind Divided was a lot more modern. They did a lot of improvements and stuff like that, so it's hard to say. I think Human Revolution has a better story, but Mankind Divided has probably closer to the original Deus Ex's gameplay. If you want like a really, really rough, you know, elevator pitch. So many guys here. They do throw in a couple like kind of horse encounters in this game, but they're pretty far and few between, so. Reverse design PDF? I think that's the other guy. I forget his name. That's somebody else. I can't remember his name, but he did a Chrono Trigger video as well. You probably got me mixed up with him. Right, I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, I agree with Jason though. Both the newer Deus Ex games are totally worth playing. Also get Prey if you haven't. That game's really good. Very much, very similar to Deus Ex and System Shock. Bird assaulted me. I don't remember that guy, but yeah, search Chrono Trigger. He's one of the first results. He's a different guy who did another video on Chrono Trigger. Michael A. Robson. It was I can't remember the guy's name. He just has his own name as his channel, but he did a video on Chrono Trigger's story. Something like multiple story tricks or whatever. You'll find it if you search Chrono Trigger. It's one of the top results. That's really good, though. He does a lot of really in-depth research. $300G. Get some birds. Damn those little birds with bells, huh? Actually, those might be lizards, I can't tell. I thought they were birds, but... I guess any of these would probably be fine for just... Yeah, when you get into the earlier Final Fantasy games, it's so hard to tell which one... Oh no! I fell down the waterfall. I didn't even realize you could do that. I love his little shocked expression. There's such expressive graphics in this game. They really were masters of their craft with Chrono Trigger and Silver Earring. What does that do? And early Final Fantasy games. Max HP up by 25%. That's significant. Alright, today I also have like 2 power tabs, don't I? Should probably add it to Crono since he's the main dude. He's so good with the... Who should I give the extra health to? She can be lowered her power by 2, though. Maybe to keep her alive, since she's the healer, maybe I can give her the silver. And yeah, that's a pretty significant bonus to HP, so probably pretty good. Yeah, they're definitely inspired by his style. It's definitely has a different look than other ones, but I mean, you gotta also hand it to the pixel artists. Like, Toriyama did the original character designs, but the actual pixel artists brought them to life, you know? Like, for example, like the original Final Fantasy games, characters were designed by Umano? Something like that. I forget his name, but he's done pretty much every single Final Fantasy logo artwork since the beginning, and he does a lot of the sketches and stuff, like this kind of interesting, kind of almost angelic looking sketches of different characters, like particularly of the first several games. He does really, really interesting artwork, but it doesn't translate. Like, that artwork is cool, but it's not very video game convertible. You can't really turn that into a video game. So the guys who interpreted that into like Final Fantasy VI, for example, those guys should get a lot of credit because they were able to bring, you know, the vision of the character into a reality, basically, into the game. So yeah, Yoshitaka Amano. There you go. He did a lot of the artwork, though. The more famous one is... God, so many Japanese names I can't even think of right now, but... he does a lot of the character designs now, and he's... his style is more traditional, like, anime kind of, but what works is that it's very easy to translate to game graphics. Like, he basically took over the main, you know, graphic direction from 7 onward. So he respects Amano's work a lot, but his is more video game, you know, worthy rather than more, you know, art, I guess you could say. Oh, can talk to these guys again. Yeah, Tetsuya Nomura. There you go. Yeah, I don't think links will go through the chat. I have some basic bots in place just because basic filters in place just because I was getting a lot of spam. The more popular the stream, the more spammers you get, so... Okay, I guess I'll just let this guy. I do need to do healing, though. Yeah, Nomura highly respects Amano. I read about that. It's like one of his biggest inspirations. And Amano's work is amazing. You know, he even did some alternate sketches, drawings for, you know, Sephiroth and Cloud and stuff like that for 7. It's absolutely gorgeous stuff. You know, it's really, really beautiful stuff. But you can't really convert his artwork directly into a video game. It just doesn't really work. And maybe now you could with all the technology we have, but at the time, like, pixel art doesn't really work for that, so... Yeah, that's what I thought. Amano did all the character design and stuff like that. Then Nomura took over, I think, at that point. I did some research for videos sometimes. Oh, Kier, nice. Yeah, Hayes has such an interesting art style, Amano. I really like his work. I'd like to get like some full-scale reproductions of his stuff sometime. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, his inking is just pretty amazing. Oh, that guy's gonna jump down too. Yep. There's a lot of little traps in this area. Normally you have a bit more options to avoid battles if you want to. No big deal, but... Yeah, the way he does his eyes and the hair is just really kind of angelic and eerie. But if you look at, there's actually some, if you look it up, you can look at Tetsuya Nomura's drawings of like Cloud and Sephiroth and stuff like that, and you can look at Amano's stuff, and they're both really, really well done, but the game is totally based off of Nomura's stuff. It's just so much easier to translate to video game graphics than Amano's stuff, so it's clear, it's easy to see why that happened. Come on, a little bit closer. Come on. Thought I got them both in there. Oh well. Trying to get all three of them. Oh, nice. I've got so many things I couldn't even display them all. What did I get? So I got Lightning 2, Spin Cut, 2x damage, nice. And Fire Sword. Nice. What did Marle get? She got Aura Beam. Oh, she already had that, I think. So she has Cure. Heal allies. That removes statuses, I believe. Napalm. Skill points needed. Oh, she's gonna get that soon. Cool. I should probably switch these guys up a little bit. I might be able to switch up Marle for Robo for a bit. Robo has some cures. I need some ethers. Should buy more of those. Buttons are nice. Oh, I heard that they're doing a Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger or Chrono Series concert starting in Stockholm, Sweden, I guess. Hopefully it actually comes to the States. That'd be pretty awesome. This is the life. Okay. You just bug him enough and he gives you something. Ooh, Magic Tab. Nice. Magic Tab. Who should I give that to? I'll hold on to it. Probably Magus, actually, but we'll get him for a bit. Okay. Hey, thanks, Death, for the donation, man. Thank you so much. And have a good evening. Thank you. Good save, right? This has been quite a stream. Yeah, Death's really cool. You should follow him on Twitch. He does a lot more like modern games than I do, but he's really good. He's funny and does a lot of puns and stuff. So if you like humor and good personality, or whatever, he's a really good guy. He actually answers chat and stuff too, which is nice. What does those rocks do? Oh, I see. He's gonna throw rocks and they're gonna hit those guys and wake them up. All right. Nope. Not today. Nope. Oh, what a jerk. He ended up getting me anyway. Shadow Boy, it depends. Sometimes when I've been really stretched for time, sometimes I have to pull a lot of footage from other players, but for example, like the Fallout sequel video, like 95% of that was all me. So occasionally I'll have to pull something from another source if I'm just running out of time, but usually the main subject or the vast majority of the footage I do myself. It's just sometimes when you have a deadline and you're really, really far into editing and you just need a simple clip of something like 5 hours into a game, you don't have 5 hours to play that game, sometimes you just have to do it. But I always credit and link directly to the people's channel who I borrow their clip. So it's oh, I just got a bunch of other abilities. So yeah, a mix of both, but generally a vast majority is my footage. Not only is it I feel better by using my own footage, but it's also gets better quality. Whoa, hey that ninja. Thanks for the donation. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the stream chat. Alright, what is going on here? So I have text here. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. See you later, funny Falcanoos. Let's see. Fire punch. Whirl. Yeah, I recommend you do your own stuff. You should really record your own stuff. Because honestly, you lose some quality when you record something, because you always record compressed. Then you lose some quality when you render it in your video. Then you lose some quality when you upload it to YouTube. Then you lose some quality downloading it from YouTube. Then you lose some quality re-rendering it in your own video. And then YouTube does its own processing things. So it's like going through many, many layers of quality reduction. So it would be better to get your own stuff. Especially, it's hard to get nice, clean footage of what you're talking about quite often. So, but the occasional clip in here, credited, obviously, I don't think hurts anybody. So just make sure you link to the channel. So I'm getting all sorts of Max Cyclone. Nice. Can't wait to use these on a bigger group. Seems kind of a waste on these guys, but cool. All right, this guy. Oh, I'm gonna get this guy. Screw that. Oh, great. All right, I might do like a max fire punch on these guys. Just gonna try it out. Or just fire punch both of them. Yeah, exactly. It's also important to play the game before you talk about it, because you may have played it years ago, but having it fresh in your memory is a really, really big factor of getting inspired and writing. So, you know, you want to have everything nice and fresh in your mind. It also inspires topics to write about. And yeah, like you said, like if you play the game and have that footage, and that thing happened to you, you can then talk about it in your script. So there's a lot of layers to it. Definitely worth playing through a good portion of the game again on your own and getting that footage, getting that experience again. So I misremembered stuff before until I replayed it. I'm like, oh, okay, so it actually wasn't that; it was something else. So it's important to have that. You're doing a purely retrospective thing, it's not as necessary, but I mean, it's still good to have certain moments jump out at you and inspire you in your script. And it's a long road, but I mean, if you do really good quality, good editing, tight script, good presentation, good voiceover, you'll eventually get an audience. Some people are lucky and they get really big in like 5 months. I mean, it's been about 2 years, but I mean, it's still going. I just think I'm a lot more random on my topics than some people. Some people are a lot more predictable in their content. tonics that grow faster. I do not want to go all the way back down there again. I think there might be a battle up here, if I remember right. Use all the tonics. Maybe ethers. Yeah, it's the Master guys. That's right. Shadow Boy, no, I do not do this full-time. I have a full-time job on top of all this, so it's a bit hectic. Bring along his big brother. Where are you, Massa? I always read it like that. Where are you, Massa? I'd like to do this full time, but it's amazing how much you have to do to be able to actually make a full-on living on YouTube. I was actually shocked. Like, if you actually want a really good, you know, middle-class income, like a decent middle-class income, you're gonna have to get probably at least 1 million views a month, consistently, or more. So. I forgot the trick about these guys. Fire sword on these fools. Ooh. I don't do much damage. I don't know if unions would make being a YouTuber any better or worse. It's hard to say, actually. Fire sword. I should probably... Oh, he was confused for a second. Oh, that was a good amount of damage, actually. I've been confused, Robo. He missed. Oh, fail, Robo. You try to take out one of them. I think they're a lot weaker if you kill one of them, if I remember right. Oh, that was pretty quick. I got the story about Cyrus. Alright, they become one big guy. They become Captain Planet. Become Swole. Swole Masamune. It's kind of a fancy boss battle music. How much damage does that do, actually? About as much as a crit? Okay, good to know. Maybe I'll do a fire punch. That might be mix up a bit. Yeah, this is an epic battle track. Storing tornado energy. Hopefully I can still attack him during this. Hopefully. Oh, nope, he does do counterattacks, but not too bad. Ow! Alright, definitely need to do a, Oh, he doesn't have his, Oh. Oh. Robo, come back. So you have a mid-tonic. Okay, Crono. Nope. You're dead. Crap. Right before she died. Ouch. Right before he died. Well, damn. Okay. It's actually pretty tough. Swole Massa is tough. No, they won 16,666 gold. That's kind of random. There's that one track that I loved. I heard remixes of it. I never knew it was not even part of the game. It's the Singing Mountain. Like, that's an amazing track. And that's an amazing song that would be worthy for any good soundtrack. But it had such high standards at Square at the time that they even cut that. That's how crazy high quality Square soft was back in the day. Yeah, I'm not sure if might switch back to Marle, actually, now that I think about it, because she's better at healing. Another guys. Alright, they can't, they don't take much damage until they... Come on. Whatever. You have to, hit them with fire for them to drop their hammer. I don't know. What caused their downfall was Hironobu Sakaguchi leaving in like 2004. That caused them to be so desperate that they merged with Enix, whom they were a rival with for a while. So I don't know what their financial situation was at the time, but like their main man who's been behind all their big RPG hits up until then left, and that kind of shook them pretty hard. Yeah, Singing Mountain was gorgeous. It's right inside this cave, probably. Ether. We need more manas. All good. Can't save here, right? Nope. Kind of cool that they, you can't get back up here to save. That's how they get you. I guess I could go all the way around, I suppose. No, they just respawn. It's fine. Alright, Masamune. I think they lost a lot of money, and probably Final Fantasy 15 couldn't have been a cheap game. It did sold well, but no game that takes 10 years to make is really profitable. And that game had a really troubled release. I mean, it was well into development before Final Fantasy 13 was made. So that's how long it's been. Yeah, that couldn't have been very good, and they keep on having ridiculously high expectations for their games. Like Tomb Raider was a failure at like 4.5 million sales and stuff. Alright, so we'll just focus one of them, I guess. Just counter anybody who attacks them, I guess. No, that's not true. The game was like 50% done like 2 years out from its release. That's what they said. It wasn't 20% done 4 months from release. That's not possible. Not sure where you got that data. I'm pretty sure that's not real. You can't make 80% of Final Fantasy 15 in 4 months. That's not even possible. A lot of games were Final Fantasy games were successful outside of Japan, and Final Fantasy X almost sold as many as Final Fantasy VII, but Final Fantasy VII is still the best-selling single Final Fantasy title in this whole series, so obviously it's, you know, got the best potential for a remake, but I'm not sure if they quite understand today's market. Well, we'll see how they do it, I guess. Let's see what this guy is actually, the Final Fantasy VII Remake looks a lot more like Final Fantasy 15 than the original, for sure. Okay, so you say slash interrupts his stuff? Oh, it does. That's good to know. Let's see what Antidote does, this guy. I mean, I like Final Fantasy 15. I think that the story was very jumbled at times, but as far as the actual gameplay was concerned, I thought it was actually quite good. I mean, not everybody feels that way, but because a lot of people won't play a turn-based JRPG anymore. That's really just the fact of it. I mean, the market's changed. They might get a, Persona 5, audience, but they won't get like 10 million sold, which they would be wanting to, 5-10 million sold. Let's give Crono some mana back. Ooh. Ouch. Okay, hold on there. Do another attack here. Can't tell which one does more. I think the fire sword and the no, actually the other one does more damage. Alright, no, do a flash. Probably use another antidote, actually. It's like picking on her now. Majorly, actually. Alright, let's just antidote, I guess. Weird having Crono be the healer, but... maybe it's just a crit or something. Okay, Crono, do your thing. I've heard Hallucin 6 is actually really good. I heard it's a lot like Final Fantasy in space, which is an interesting idea. Let's try the Ice Sword. So there you go. Fire and Ice. Nice. Alright, cool. We got him. Yeah, that slash thing is really, really useful, actually. I mean, Final Fantasy 15 had a turn-based mode. It's just most people didn't use it. When I tried of it, it wasn't bad. It's just a little bit slow. Yeah, no, I would like to try it out sometime. I don't know if I have it. I thought I got out a Humble Bundle or something, but I don't think I did, actually. Problem with that, though, is games are so much more expensive now that you can't make a game successful just out of Japan. It has to be successful globally. Alright, I love the Masamune repair thing. It's pretty cool. If it's this or it's the orb, I don't remember the Sunstone. Really cool idea. I want to try Bravely Default. I just can't stand playing long-form RPGs on the DS or the 3DS. It's just not very comfortable for me. Rather play it on the home console or PC. I'm curious about the Octopath Traveler, though. That should be interesting. Let's rest up at the inn. Wow, that's a pretty humble inn there. Guy stares at you from the counter while you're sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, when you actually read up on the business side of things, oh, forest. music's just so epic. I'm gonna restart my thing here. Okay. Yeah, this is something takes me back. Is the quality coming through okay? I can't quite tell. They seem to have options here. Okay, yeah, the quality's coming through okay. I thought it was like locked to 360p. That'd be pretty sad. Okay, cool. The little Chrono animation. He's like, oh, come on, give me something to do. Yeah, I haven't played the Dragon Quest games much since Dragon Warrior, which was I think the first one. I didn't realize they were connected until years later, and they said like, yeah, the Dragon Quest for the NES. And I'm like, Dragon Quest for the NES? I never played that game. And I realized Dragon Warrior was their, they had to rebrand it because some other game had Dragon Quest or something like that. It's funny. Alright, do we need to talk to these guys, or what's the deal? Oh, this is the forest. Actually, I wonder if I can do that quest here. Probably not. I think you have to do that later. Yeah, I don't think they can do that yet. Robo's good for heals. You just can't do like a group heal like Marle can. I'll go back to the kid's house, I'm guessing. Oh, there he is, yeah. I'm so sorry, everyone. Some frog guy dropped this in the cafe. Oh, so the kid got the credit. I remember that now. You're no good son of mine. So I got the shield now. I don't know if it's actual item yet. Bent sword, hero medal. I guess I could try the try out the, what do you call it? Forest? That'd be actually kind of cool. It's like take that subplot on to make their own game. It's the thing, like the Chrono Trigger universe has probably the most exploration that could be done of any universe, like of almost any series. It has so much room for growth, but they didn't really do much with it. It's just too bad. I'm avoiding people like nobody's business right now. Oh. Lol. Lol. Another magic scarf, nice. Oh, what is Robo using? Oh, Vigor +2. That even counts for his magic. Auto attack, hit defense up. Whatever. Oh, does that actually make him auto, like, that I can't even control him? That might not be so good. Yeah, I mean, they're protecting... Oh, here's Frog. Tis thee, Crono. Yeah, I think they got rid of his old English writing and accent when they redid the game, retranslated the game for the DS. And that's really disappointing because that's what I liked about, one of the things I liked about Frog. So we gotta restore the Masamune. Oh, come on, Froggy. I left everybody's name exactly the same as the default, but I named Frog Froggy. Clem? That's pretty cool. If you looked at there, you saw his eyes blink, like when he was calculating stuff. Like searching his databanks. Melchior. Come on, Froggy. The fan game, did that fan game make it? I can't believe that fan game would make it to E3. Are you sure about that? I mean, you're talking about Chrono Resurrection, right? That kind of got on the internet for a while, some popularity. It's been years now, so it's a bit dated, but it was pretty impressive. It's like that guy who made single-handedly make a Pokemon MMO. Like, I think that'd be a great thing to work off of, but I mean, lawyers have to do their jobs and make sure their intellectual property is protected, despite all the. It's tricky because if they don't continually protect it, they could lose their, right to hold that trademark. So I can understand why they do it, but it does suck. I mean, just look at AM2R. I mean, that was, or AM2R. The Metroid 2 remake. That game was honestly better than Samus Returns, in my opinion. Better design, more true to the original Metroid games. That was cease and desist at the day of release, which, again. My advice to people that make fan games, do not make fan games. It's going to end up being disappointing. Yeah, it's got to be tricky when you're in that situation, because on one hand, you have to make sure it's going to be a product that you can actually manage and complete. And if you go to a fan project and essentially offer them money, that might give them a little bit of too much bargaining power. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think about, like, oh, I made a game better than Square, I'm so awesome. Not that all those guys would necessarily think that way, but, they have to be able to run the business side of things, because in the end, it's going to be Square that's going to be funding it, most likely. Especially back in the day when everything had to be published, physically, and there wasn't so much of a digital market. Alright, so this moon, we're supposed to go back to 180 or 1080. Yeah, that's what I always, it's exactly right, Gowan. That's what I always say, like, if you want to make a tribute to a game, make it your own game. You know, do similar mechanics, do similar ideas, concepts, whatever, but make it your own game. Don't make it a fan game. A lot of these fan games even have original artwork and stuff like that, so they could easily make their own artwork. Why don't you make your own game? That way you can actually own it and sell it, and you're not always under the fear that somebody's going to take it away from you, you know? Alright, where's Melchior? Wasn't here when I saw him before. Yeah, I mean, and the Square Enix Collective isn't even... I mean, I'm Setsuna was just straight up a company that Square started for those two games. I'm Setsuna and Lost Sphere. I mean, those games were straight up published directly from Square Enix, so there's really no excuse because they're basically making indie games anyway. So yeah, they need to have some better direction. Need to have a better plan, I should say. I thought I saw one of those guys at... No, it was the other. I think it was Balthasar or something like that in the future. I'm trying to remember now. I don't remember where he was. He can still eat his ham sandwich. It's funny. Another portal to the same era. Yeah, I kind of block out all the answers, everything for playing all these games. Let's see. Nope, that's way BC. Truce Canyon. Oh, right. Melchior was in the hut. Right. I remember now. I totally forgot about that. That wasn't too long ago. It was right before our start of the game, start of this stream, actually. Melchior's hut. Hey, welcome to the stream. Because I made it, Dur. There we go, and Hassa. The most remixed song in the entire series, I think. Oh, I love Sliders back in the day, that ninja. I used to watch that all the time. The story got ridiculous later on, but weirdly enough, it actually... You know what? It almost paralleled Chrono Cross. Later on, there was some sort of like lizard race of people that were trying to like change the world. That's literally part of like one good section of the plot of Chrono Cross was like the reptites or whatever, the reptilian people. That's actually interesting. The Dreamstone, huh? very long time, like 65 million years, perhaps? Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, they all kind of gave up. They changed just a couple of the cast members, and yeah, definitely took a downward stroke. I mean, probably the showrunner changed and whatnot. I mean, there's always behind the scenes stuff like that that always happens. Can I go back through the same place, or? Oh, there's something in his house. Speed tab. Yeah, literally it became some weird thing about like some reptile race or whatever. It was very strange. He ran out of ideas. Oh, you can't go back through there. Okay, good. Yeah, I love sliders. I was totally hooked on that show. Like every new episode was a new concept, a new setting. Really cool. Maybe, what's his name knows what it is. Dreamstone? Prehistoric manual. Called it! Oopsie. Half human, half bear, half dinosaur. I should have done rocket roll. Oh well. Oh, that works. Somehow that went off before his other ability did. The laser spin went off before the, Okay, more. Just do laser spin again. You got it, Robo. Laser spin those fools. Do not upset her. She's rather agitated right now. Totally reference to Crono the K-Bear. Amazing how much detail they could get across in just like 32 pixels. Because I'm a robot. We're from way after the day after tomorrow. I like the fact that they can communicate with somebody 65 million years ago in English. Or essentially common, whatever you want to call it. I like how she kind of runs like a panther. I'm curious about the Berserker. Does that really actually make him auto-attack? Let's try it out. Robo, you're on auto mode. Yep, he's all red. That's funny. I don't think I ever remember using the Berserker. The buffs them, but makes him completely outside your control. Napalm! Let's do this. Yeah, it feels weird not having control of one of your characters. I suppose if you're in an easy area or just like trying to blitz through it, you could always just equip Berserker to all three of your characters. Doesn't seem to be a huge bonus. I mean, every game is a business. Every game is meant to be a product that makes money, but some are more art than others. Specula's brothers. Voila, huh? Should line up a bit closer. Whatever. He's just gonna like kill them all slowly by counterattacks at this point. Critical punch. Nice. Not too shabby. Considering it's all Super Nintendo, they did a really good job of coming up with very kind of world instruments, world sounding instruments, with bleeps and bloops, basically. You could definitely get the idea that these are, you know, kind of West African type drums and stuff. Thunderstone, all dinosaur. Okay, that's good to know. Trade your shiny stone. Yeah, could you imagine what gold would be to these kind of people that have never seen it? But some interesting lighting effects in this zone right here. Oh, I can't dance with them. Everybody has so much character, it's pretty cool. Yeah, point and click games, those games died a pretty grim death, didn't they? Kind of coming back a little bit now. Can't seem to dance. Could dance in that other place where in the Millennial Fair you could dance. Is this to leave? No? What an unpleasant substance and so many bugs in it. Jurassic pork soup. Come on now. I barely understand what you're saying. Bring plenty soup. Oh, I have to drink. Oh, I'm good at button mashing. I don't have a turbo controller. Oh, A. Which button is A? Hopefully. Alright, let's try again now that I actually know the button. Oh, it's like Mario Party all over again. Alright, Gown, see you later, man. Okay, good. Damn. Hurt my arm. Wait, last bowl for health. could you imagine doing a soup and you just like guts would explode? Yeah, Evil Island seemed pretty cool. They coming out with a sequel too, weren't they? Alright, they steal something from you. Damn those reptiles. Let's see. Kind of always have to put Marle in the group, but I'll try Robo. He's the lowest level character. He needs to level up a bit. Footsteps follow. Probably have to talk to the Elder, I'm guessing. That's not the Elder shot. I don't have any clues. So follow the prince. Fang, petal, horn, feather. Bring 3 of each of any 2 items. I give you 1 weapon or 1 item. What you give me? Oh, right. You have to give them certain ingredients. Yeah, those rocks are probably bad guys too. She has no attacks yet. Oh, miniature volcanoes can't be too bad. It's like way more dramatic than ability than it actually is. Like, it looks like it's really powerful, but it doesn't actually do a whole lot of damage. think there's anything really wrong with nostalgia. I personally liked Ready Player One because it actually does explore, you know, clues. It's kind of like if you took the Da Vinci Code, but instead of about art, it was about 80s culture. That's what 80s and 90s culture. That's what Ready Player One's about. Not for everyone, but I thought that had some redeeming qualities. Alright, her abilities are kind of weird, I remember now. I can avoid this fight. Not really. Oh, I guess I could. Not too shabby. That one I cannot avoid. Rocket roll! Just like no damage to them. Poor Crono. He's getting... You can get handed to him. Okay, she has a healing thing too. Can't do that. That's weird. I guess on the rocket roll, I don't think it really did much damage though. Let's see. I should do straight up attacks. Yeah, I didn't do any damage really. Should lay off a Crono though. Yeah, we need a better party synergy here. Oh, she's dead. No, not quite. Can she kiss herself? She kissed herself. Oh, not Crono. Nope, he's dead. Nope, no damage. Somehow I killed him now. Alright, Ayla, you're probably going to kiss yourself again. These guys are really annoying. Wasted so many turns doing combo attacks and did no damage. Wake up, Crono. I don't know what kissing a robot does, but really it works. Mesono. Pretty good. Since Dark doesn't seem to do much against these guys, I'm gonna swap him out again. Big lips, flying dragon things. Critical punch. Nice. I like that they do a different attack if they have a bow or a gun and they're close to them. It's a nice little bit of detail. Let's see. The cat's going crazy. What should I do here? I see the red star. Can I actually do anything here, though? That's a good question. Oh, right, I know what that is. Yeah. That's Lavos, right? I might not be ready for this area yet or something, because I don't have any real option for it. I love the Lavos plotline, it's so cool. It's one of the coolest villains. Just because it's just so... It's like... It's on an apocalyptic scale, you know, it isn't just like, this guy is kind of bad and we want to stop him. It's like, no, the world ends, you know. There's just a certain gravity to it. It's more of just a... a personification of the end of the world rather than anything. Like, it's not really so much of a villain like Kefka in Fantasy 6. It's more just a symbol, you know. Yeah, Lavos is a lot more, it seems a lot more dangerous because it isn't like trying to end the world. It did end the world. So there's a lot more gravity to it rather than just, you know, oh, let's stop this guy because he could do some bad things. Like, no, the world ends because of this, you know. We have to undo that. It's a lot more interesting that way, I think. Got any of that special juice? Yeah, sweet water. Who do I actually have to talk to for this stuff? The watchtower? We'll end off here pretty soon. It's been 2.5 hours almost, or 3 hours. Force me, scary place. Oh, I went south. So I went north and went through a whole completely different... Yeah, that's where I need to go. Okay. Alright. Well, maybe that'll be next time. Probably gonna end off here pretty soon. The completely wrong area. Yeah, it's kind of like a Galactus or whatever. This comics character. Way cooler though. Oh, yeah, the dances overweight. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. I'll try to upload this tonight. Hopefully it'll be on my second channel tomorrow, so in case you wanted to watch it again. I'll put a link in the description, but yeah, I had some fun. I think we got some good progress done, and yeah, I hope we see you guys next time. I don't know what I'll play. I have a lot of ideas. This seems to be something I could probably complete if I streamed a few more times. I do like to keep the variety of games going, but, you know, I'll see. Maybe I can continue this, maybe something else. I have a lot of other ideas too. I want to do a Division survival stream sometime. You know, I had some other ideas like, you know, Final Fantasy 15 PC version was released. That's kind of cool. There's also Far Cry 5 coming out at some point, but obviously everybody's going to stream that as well. But yeah, I might stream Crono. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, hope you like the new look for at least this style of game. Won't really work for every game because of the aspect ratio, but yeah, at least for this game it works out well. So yeah, I hope you have a great evening or morning or whatever it is at your time zone, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.